Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, everybody, this is Attilio, and I want to talk to you leaders here. I'm showing a book. If you're ever watching us streaming, what's the name of this book, Adrienne?
It's John Maxwell Daily Reader.
Daily Reader. Okay.
Yep.
And so it's 365 days. There's a date on each one of these pages, and there's a little short thing here. And one of them talks about, and by the way, if you're following me on LinkedIn, you'll see my most recent post that I talked about. You must engage with your followers, with your team members outside of the workplace. Mm-hmm. And Adrienne, did you read that LinkedIn post?
No, but I've been hearing you talk about it.
All right. So what's the reason for, why does John Maxwell, the renowned guru for leadership, say that?
Because people show up differently in a business setting or in the office versus when they're outside and their personal daily lives. And we see that when we're looking at the DISC.
The DISC, the DISC, it's a personality profile test that we have people do.
Yeah. So like you're a little bit different when you're with your family or maybe in a social setting versus when you are in a business type relationship or business setting.
And there may be conversations, experiences, things that you learn about your team members that you're not going to experience in the workplace environment. So what is our team? You know what? And we're going to send this out to everybody. So if you're hearing the show, always look at our LinkedIn or whatever, or know that in the future we'll invite you to this. So pay attention to the show. But what are we going to be doing this Saturday with our team?
We're doing a team hike.
IA Loop Trail at 8:30 a.m. But anyway, we're doing the hike with each other. And what are going to be all the benefits before we bring on our next guest?
Well, you're outside getting some fresh air.
That's proven to improve and boost your immune system. What else?
Exercise. You're getting moving.
Yeah. And you're hanging out with team members. One of the team members say, "Can I bring family?" We're like, yes. Can you bring pets? Yes. And so we get to have that experience with people out in the environment, out of the workplace. Again, if you're in an organization, your organization will only grow to the extent that the relationships grow and are built in your organization. If you want to learn more about that, come to one of our career nights. And how can they RSVP for a career night?
We'll go to hawaiicareernight.com, and our next one is going to be January 12th.
All right. Do we have a guest?
Well, we have, these are some experts we trust, and we want to highlight them because we've got Pie Day coming up on Tuesday, teamlally.com/pie.
By the way, if you go there, you can reserve a free pie. And keep going.
Yep. So we're going to highlight our Pie Day sponsors, and we thank them very much. This is a fun event that we do every year at our office. And not only are we giving these pies away to our clients, friends, family, just, people that we like, we're also going to be doing some fundraising for the La Lima Giving Program. So first up, we've got Bradley Maruyama from Allstate Insurance. He's helping us with the event. And so Bradley, are you there?
So Bradley is one of our experts we trust. Again, if you want to find any of our experts we trust, all you got to go to is teamlally.com, go to our resource tab, and you're going to see Bradley. Bradley, what you got for us this week?
All right. So, just some things to look for when you're purchasing your home. There's a lot of disruption in our industry right now. So if you have a single wall home and you're having a hard time finding insurance, Allstate is able to offer insurance for single-walled homes. Along with that, some people are having...
Say that again, Bradley.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Say that again. I said say that again because this is very important. We currently have a single-wall construction home for sale, and we keep hearing this over and over and over. Oh, I can't get insurance. And we're like, no, I think you can. So say it one more time.
Say that one more time. Allstate offers...
Single-wall constructed home. So... I hear it often. A lot of realtors are asking me, so what's up with the single wall construction? So single wall construction, if you don't know, it's a old redwood single wall constructed home. So there's not the drywall and the wall and the exterior wall with a 2x4 between. It's just one piece of redwood, tongue and groove. So Allstate is writing single walled homes.
Nice.
And it's because there are a few carriers that are staying away from single wall constructed homes. But
Why is that? Why are they staying away from the single
well,
wall?
typically it's built before 1980, 1978. So some of them
Yeah.
don't have all the updates. Some of them have older roofs. Um, and since we're talking about roofs, a lot of carriers now are asking in the application if the roof is newer than 12 years. At Allstate, we don't have a specific age of roof
Yeah.
questionnaire on our application. We send out an inspector that will physically go and look to see the condition of the roof. So it's not a knockout question for us. So if you're purchasing or you're getting non-renewed by your carrier, please come to us,
Yeah.
because if we can't write it at Allstate, we still have other options.
Gotcha.
But I would say even more specifically, call Bradley.
Yeah.
Because not all Allstate agents are created equal.
Yeah.
Bradley is the best. He has the moment of truth. Quickly talk about the moment of truth.
What
Bradley.
is that? The moment of truth.
Yes.
What is that?
So the moment of truth is we always describe insurance as just a piece of paper and people paying all this money for insurance. But the moment of truth is when you call our office or with working with me on a claim, we're going to do whatever it takes to help advocate for you along that process, because it is very stressful. Yeah. A lot of you never had a car accident or a water damage claim in your house. So the moment of truth is when you call our office, we're going to make it as easy as possible and actually, handhold you throughout the process, because it is stressful and it is something that you don't deal with day in, day out.
Gotcha.
And Bradley is like your biggest advocate because he's the professional at this. He knows how to navigate all these like confusing things. And it doesn't matter if it's Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Because these things, they happen at inconvenient time. But Bradley has been there, for us personally. And there's story after story after story of clients that he's helped.
Yeah.
So again, Allstate is a great company. They are going to help with the single wall construction. But I think it really depends on who that Allstate agent is, which is Bradley Maruyama.
Yeah.
Yes. He is the guy.
Bradley, you like that guy at the nightclub, when it's ready to troll. You're like, okay, you like troll, let's go. No. Bradley's going to be like, hey, relax. Let's just have one drink. I'll buy one round. Let's relax. Taking the stressful situation, making them not so stressful.
Since we're talking about claims too, a lot of people go online or they call the 1-800 number, but it's so important to call your agent prior to filing a claim, because sometimes it may be something that's not covered, or it may fall under the deductible, and it's like, hey, how come you didn't tell me not to file this claim? But if you're calling 1-800 Allstate Direct or 1-800 State Farm Geico Liberty Mutual, you're not going to get the same service as if you call your agent or call our office.
Yeah. Plus, if you're talking like really heavy pigeon, they're going to be like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't understand what you're saying. But Bradley will understand you because he's a local boy.
And then he will interpret it to the claims people.
Yes.
So Bradley, I know that Thanksgiving is coming up, and just wanted to get your message out to our listeners. What's your message for the Thanksgiving season to all of our listeners out there?
Most importantly, enjoy the food, enjoy your time with family, and drive safely. And most importantly, I think I've come to find out that your health is so important. So value every time you have with your loved ones during this holiday season.
Sure.
And make sure you drive safely and get home safe. But have a good time.
Yeah, if I was at Bradley's house, I'd be like, put the phone down, make eye contact with people, talk story. When you eat all that turkey and you get that Kanak attack, just go on the floor. You get a nice carpet, get the pillow, take a nap, and then come back for seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
But all right, thank you so much, Bradley.
Thank you, Bradley, and thank you for being one of our awesome sponsors for Pi Day.
Yeah,
hope to see you here at the office.
For Pi Day.
If not, have a great Thanksgiving.
Same to you, folks.
Thank you, Bradley.
Bye-bye.
Aloha.
Thanks, Bradley. Okay, so that's Bradley Maruyama. He's an expert we trust. And again, like Attilio said, you can find him on the resource page under Experts We Trust. There's lots of videos and contact info for Bradley.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have Brian Sampson of Cleanscape on with his tip of the week and Thanksgiving message. So, Brian, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. So
It's good to be
what is
back.
your tip of
Thanks
the
for
week
having
for
me.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you so
welcome back.
much.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the first time we've had you on the video one. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see your smiling face.
Yeah.
Feel so honored. So your question is tip of the week. I am so glad that you asked this because
Yeah.
it is the time of the year for baking, and ovens get messy, but also the cabinets underneath the ovens. There's splatter, spots, things you could never imagine. And we take care of that. Cleanscape takes care of all that. And the second thing.
Oh, nice.
When is the last time, I got a question for Attilio, the last time you cleaned your ice machine in your freezer?
That would be like when it broke and I had to put a new one in. Like, I mean, and not the ice maker. I'm talking like the whole machine.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, me never. But I did just get a new fridge about a year ago.
Never.
Yeah, your answer is pretty common.
I would say
very few of us are cleaning our ice dispenser, and that's something that Cleanscape we get our hands in there. And you know, when you're serving nice cool drinks for your friends and family at your holiday gatherings, you want to have clean ice, and we can take care of that too.
Clean ice.
There's nothing like ruining a party with like a bug in the ice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're like, hey,
terrible.
Your auntie's like, how come get this frozen almond with wings and legs inside this ice cube in my drink? And you're like, no worry, auntie, that's extra protein. But yeah, no, I think, Brian, you're tapping into something that is, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but in Hawaii, maybe because of our Asian or Japanese culture, there's always this need to, my mom used to make us take everything out of the kitchen cabinets, wipe everything down in the holidays, because we want to start the new year with a clean, detailed cleaning of certain things. And I wish you guys was around when I was a small kid. Mom, call Cleanscape. Why are we doing all of this? I want to go play football on the street.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's that time of year. So is Cleanscape doing any kind of like holiday specials, or like how far in advance do people need to be scheduling, booking if they want to get their home clean for the holidays?
Yeah, that's a great question. This is a busy time for us for two big reasons.
Sure.
Number one, as your audience knows, we specialize in a lot of vacation rental, Airbnb. We're all over Ko'olina, places like that. And then, regular customers who've been with us for years. And the holidays are a big time for tourists. So we are all over that. And number two, just like you talked about, people want to have a clean house on New Year's Day. There's something
start the new year.
Spiritual, emotional. I don't know what to say it, but it's something that I've seen in my own home here is all of a sudden it's New Year's Eve and we're stressed out running around cleaning our house. We're ready for that.
Organizing,
but generally you want to book with as much notice as possible this time of year, because our staff is getting calls left and right.
They're busy. And I know you guys are busy because it's your reviews, it's your past clients, it's the experience that people have. They're like, oh, so, here's you guys' holiday special. Call them, so book it in advance so that your house can be special. You're going to get that strict auntie. She can come to your house and like, oh, what about this? What about that? And you don't have to worry about that strict auntie finding all these nitpicking your house, because you're going to have Brian and his crew over. And auntie's going to be happy when she come visit your house and it's so clean.
Exactly right.
So speaking of a happy auntie, what, like, do you have a message? Give us a message for our listeners for the Thanksgiving season.
What is your Thanksgiving message?
Yeah. Well, first I'll give a message to the aunties. If the house is cleaned by Cleanscape, bring your magnifying glass, bring your flashlight. We'll impress you. And our Thanksgiving message is, this is a time of reflection, family, and we want everyone to have a wonderful Thanksgiving season.
Nice. Okay. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Brian. And you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving season, and we'll be seeing you and Christy soon.
Yeah. So Brian's guarantee out to the public is that after he clean your house, Auntie is not going to want to whack you with her rubber slipper. Guarantee. No whacking from Auntie.
Protection. It's anti-protection.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
So that was Brian Sampson. Yes, Brian Sampson with Cleanscape. He is an expert we trust. You can go to the resource tab on teamlally.com and find out all about Cleanscape and book today. Do not wait. All right,
Renee. All right, Sheen, you can let Brian get on with his day. Thank you so much.
All right. So we do have some open houses that we want to announce. We've got Saturday from 10:30 to 1:30. We've got one over in, where is this at? I think this is a Coronado. Yes, the Coronado, Brighton area Coronado condo, private lanai, 2 parking stalls. It's listed at $439. And then we've got, we've got a couple of Sunday open houses. Actually, more than a couple. It looks like there's 4. Sunday on November 23rd, 12 to 2. We've got McCow Street, D202, 550, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath. It's a VA assumable at 4.25%. And then Attilio, why don't you read the next one?
Point to it. Which one you win? I lost track. We got so many.
Grand Open.
Grand Open, 91-1026 Kai Mali Place Street. That is Q like Queen 2. Eva Beach, that's $615,000. That's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And that one, the stunning upgrades throughout, including built-in wall, oven, and spacious backyard oasis. You read the rest of them. I'll take care of this.
Okay, yes. Next one is in Mililani, $695,000, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. It's listed, spacious split level home with a private fenced yard and very peaceful park.
All right. Thank you so much. We are continuing on with the show. And let's see here. Did you get them all?
No, last one.
Okay.
Last one. No, there's one more.
Oh, I just said, did you get them all?
No,
we have so many.
More.
We're forgetting this last one. 91-1019. Let's see. Kai Uhu Street in Eva Beach. This is a $1,260,000. 4-bedroom, 3 bath, 2,549 square feet. Big price improvement with own solar and upstairs primary suite featuring a private ocean view balcony. Ooh, special.
Nice.
All right. What else?
All right. Oh, well, I think we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Yep. But when we come back, we're going to talk with Michael Wong a little bit about the La Lima Giving Program. And we're also going to be talking with Gina Hansen from Heart Centered Life. She's going to explain energy healing in simple terms, explore inherited emotions and generational trauma, and share a few powerful transformation stories. So stay with us.
All right.
Hey, you know someone that moved to the mainland but left the rental property behind? So Amber wanted to create a new investment opportunities on the mainland, but she had to sell her island rental first. So she reached out to our good friends Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams Honolulu. Handling the business virtually with Amber, Adrienne and Attilio came prepared with multiple 5-star selling strategies, including adjusting Amber's selling price expectations, and the home sold in days. If you're in the market to sell your home and you want a team that will make you the most money with the least amount of drama, you can trust our good friends Adrienne and Attilio of Team Lally. Give them a call today, 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. They're trusted. You see their signs all over in my community. Visit teamlally.com today. That's teamlally.com today.
The only real estate team I trust right here in Honolulu is Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams Honolulu. Now, thanks for joining me today. What's the number one reason homes don't sell on time?
Sean, sellers are in denial. They are stuck in the previous market and not pricing their homes properly.
How do you solve that problem?
We have a 12-step program. The first step is to have a smart pricing strategy. We follow the 10-10-0 rule. 10 showings, no offers, we have to adjust. 10 days on the market, no showings, another adjustment. For the other 11 steps, give us a call.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com. And you can start packing.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In Honolulu, I work with Adrienne, Lally, and Attilio Leonardi. Adrienne, Attilio, and their team sell a home every 72 hours and have over 750 five-star reviews. Go to teamlally.com and find out in just seconds what your home is really worth.
Welcome back. And if you're just tuning in to the team, thank you for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or We'll Buy It. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And if you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, by the way, our radio show, we've been doing this how long, Adrienne?
Oh, I want to say like probably about 13 years now.
About 13 years. And here's the deal, folks. If we've always been on AM 830 KHVH.
Yes.
And you can log in at 10:07 if you want to skip all the commercials and blah, 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 and get straight to the show. The other way that you can get to the show is we are not live stream, but you can see us streaming on what platforms?
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Yes.
And then also we have a podcast on any of the iTunes. You can go on there to the Team Lally Real Estate Show and watch it that way. Mm-hmm. And then the other way is if you have the iHeart app and you're all, in your foreign country, you can watch us live or listen to us live on the radio show.
Never miss a show.
Every Saturday, AM 830 KHVH to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program. Okay. Speaking of which, what's next?
So before we bring on our featured guest, we do have a very special caller joining us. He's doing some incredible work in our community through the La Lima Giving Program.
Yeah.
The organization we're proud to support for this year's Pi Day event. He's here to share a little bit about their mission and the impact they're making across Hawaii.
Yeah.
Please welcome Michael Wong, Business Development Specialist for the La Lima Giving Program. Aloha, Michael.
Aloha, Michael.
Aloha, good morning. So good to see you both.
Yes, you too. So, we're so honored to have you and the La Lima Giving Program as part of a cause that we're supporting during our Pi Day. I know that as the RSVPs are coming in, that we even have had a few people that have given some donations up front.
Yes.
And
that's awesome. Mahalo.
Yeah, like all of our clients are excited to bring stuff in. They're all asking, like, what can we bring? But before we go get into
we got a couple questions.
What is the La Lima Giving Program?
Give us a quick overview of what the Giving Program is and who you all serve.
Yes.
Absolutely. The La Lima Giving Program is one of the 24 programs that's managed here at Keikio'oka'aina. Mm-hmm. Keikio'oka'aina is a Native Hawaiian Christian nonprofit organization with the CEO of Momi Akana. She's a visionary and she deals with things. When the things come up, she puts things into action and she gets things done. It's an honor to work with her and the rest of the team.
Nice.
So, Michael, what are the biggest needs that you're seeing right now, and what items would be most helpful for people to donate?
Yeah,
that's a great question. The needs right now is cash. Mm-hmm. I tell you, if I put myself in the place of some of these things that the people are going through, they don't need a bike. Mm-hmm. They need to pay their rent. They need to pay utilities. They need to pay medical bills. And so cash allows us to steward that in the best way to help the family. If a dad gets a new pair of boots, he's like, that's nice, but I need gas money. So retail cards are important. Target, Costco, Walmart, grocery cards, grocery store cards, gas cards. Those are important because those are tangible. Those are things that help people get from day to day. And it's amazing. We've worked together, and I thank you for your sponsorship and support for the last many years. We just wanted to let you know that the needs, you would think that, okay, it's taken care of, but the needs are great. It's unbelievable what the people go through, still with disease, still with government shutdowns, still with homelessness. I just went to one of the schools that we support, Eva Beach Elementary School. Mm-hmm. And my heart broke because when I spoke to the principal, 65 to 70% of the students there come from a shelter, a houseless, homeless shelter right down the road.
Wow.
And what they go through is, so when we give them school supplies, they think they struck it rich, because now they have school supplies to help their education. They get a toy here and there to help them, just to get them over the next day, the next month, the next year. So the needs are great across the state.
Yeah, I was watching on the news, and food insecurity here on Oahu is about 25% of the families, and then it's even higher on the other islands, 30-40%, Maui, Kauai, Big Island. And food insecurity, if you didn't understanding, is just people not having enough food at home to have your 3 basic meals. And so just imagine being that parent or that family going through that can be very
stressful,
and challenging, especially during the holidays.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're so right about that. In fact, I think I could see us as people responders. Now, we're not first responders, because that's a level all by itself, but we respond to things that happen. For example, when the Lahaina fires hit, we committed and gave $250,000 to the rebuilding process, because there was a need. Now, we're not a large nonprofit organization, but we'll do our best, and with support with people like Team Lally and others. 7-Eleven Hawaii have been just so great about allowing us to support. So the needs are great, but we will do the best we can to help everyone that we can.
Yeah, I like the fact that you guys are catching the people right in that gap. People who are not so bad off that they can get any kind of assistance, but people that are not at the point where they really don't, they need help, but they don't qualify for any assistance. And that's where you guys come in and help out with those people.
Just struggling, paycheck to paycheck. It's like their one emergency happens, and then everything just, it's like a domino effect
on the street or the beach, and living out of the car.
It definitely is. And continuing on that responder situation, the government shutdown, right? Recent shutdown. Momi could have just said, well, it's rough out there. Good luck. But she got into action, and she created 300 $500 checks, and had people. She went on KHON, which is our media partner. She went on KHON, and she said, hey, you know what? We want to help. If you call us and register, if you are a government worker, give us your name and information, and we cut 300 of those $500 checks.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's pretty impressive, because people, in Hawaii, it's very expensive. And, we all had this personal experience where you have more month than money. And
oh boy, yes.
Yeah. And when you're going every 2 weeks with a paycheck, you're counting on that, and your budget is allocated to that. So when you're skipping 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, it's pretty challenging, and you got to lean into your family, and maybe, and all of them have so much that they can do. So it's great to have us having you guys nonprofit helping in these situations, because it's one of those things where it wasn't a planned event. Nobody's like, oh, by the way, next month we're gonna have a government shutdown. No, you guys got into action. Nice. All right, last question.
Yeah. So Michael, thank you for you're gonna be out at our Pi Day events, and you're gonna meet some of our clients. Yes, we can't wait to see you again this year.
Yeah.
But like for our listeners that are maybe like they're gonna be at the event, or maybe they can't make the event. What are some ways that people can support Lalima throughout the year?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And good point, because we are open throughout the year. Lalima Giving Program used to be known as Lokahi, and used to just be a Christmas only. We wanted to make sure every child got at least one present. But now we reach, because of people like Kahala Hotel and Resort, because of people who support us throughout the year, we can support other people throughout the year too. We need things. Keiki is so important to Keiki Okaina. Momi Akana created Keiki Okaina and the Lalima Giving Program to help the children of the land. So what she's put together is an opportunity to, if you can donate cash, we offer donation tax receipts. What a way year-end giving to do to support, and at the same time you get that as a tax write-off as well. Toys are always important. We take care of people throughout the spectrum. So we take care of children, we take care of teenagers. There was an uptick in teenage pregnancy a few years ago, and Momi wrote a grant. She won the grant called Love Notes, and we supported an opportunity where we could teach the teens, 13 to 18, about how to know themselves, how to set goals and plan their lives out instead of just not seeing what would happen,
Yeah.
And so because of that, we've still served the local teens. And at the end of that, we give them $100 Amazon gift certificate.
I had
right.
two of my teenagers went through that program, and they
Awesome.
enjoyed learning, and then also that $100 Amazon certificate.
They were motivated,
Yes.
and they learned some things.
They did.
You
Yes.
you
Yes.
guys tricked them into learning, which was a good thing.
Yes.
And then all three of my kids have gone through Kikioka Aina, and they remember that
Beautiful.
program very well. It was fun.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful. Well, what a testament, because that's why we're here. In fact,
Yeah.
next year we celebrate 30 years.
Nice.
Woo-hoo.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah. So Momi Akana's vision is coming true.
Give to them so that they can give into our community. It's the best way to support our community and give back. So here's a shout out to you businesses. When consumers look, this is called for benefit marketing. When a consumer sees your business and your competitor, and they can't tell the difference between you two, you're both whatever, they will look at how you're giving back to the community. And 98% of the time, the consumer will go with the business that gives back.
mhm.
So giving is something that can help your business. It's not only the right thing to do, but it's a smart business thing to do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Thank you, Michael.
I liked
Thank
it.
you.
I tell
Thank you,
you,
Michael.
I like that a lot. Thanks. I'll see you
Sure.
folks on Pi Day.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Day. We'll see you
Pi
on Tuesday.
Day.
Yes. All
Yes.
right.
God bless you guys.
All
Aloha.
right. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Okay, so I want to just do a quick shout out for Pie Day. So if you want to come out and hang out with us and get a free pie, you can go to teamlally.com/pie. We're having a party at our office. It'll be a lot of fun. Michael
Yeah.
will be there.
Yeah.
Our team will be there, music, food. We're going to be, we've got a 360 video
Yeah.
thing and a photo booth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Michael. We'll let you
Yes.
get back onto your day.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, so next up we've got we have our featured guest, which we talked about her before the break. So our guest today is a powerful example of resilience and renewal. Born in Hilo and raised in Pololo Valley, she began as a young hula dancer, later performing professionally in Japan and Waikiki. She then spent 28 years as a Hawaii-based flight attendant, traveling throughout Asia and living a life filled with culture and connection. She also speaks Japanese, I learned.
All right.
After major life changes in 2020, she embarked on a deep healing journey that led her to her true calling. Today, she's certified in emotion code, body code, and belief code, and works as an intuitive life designer coach and NLP master practitioner, helping people and animals worldwide release emotional blocks and rediscover their balance.
Hey, please welcome our guest, Gina Hansen. Hello, cousin.
Hey.
Aloha.
Can you hear us okay?
So excited to be here. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Right. All right.
Loud and clear.
We got a whole bunch of questions for you. Are you ready?
I am ready. But first of all, I have to say congratulations on that fitness challenge,
Oh, yeah.
that competition.
you.
It was so great to keep up and watching you both shine. And it was just,
Oh, thank
I
you.
was so proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We put a lot of work and effort and training into everything all year round.
I think
Yes.
our big takeaway is that when you see the results of somebody accomplish things, is that it takes a lot to get there. And so it was nice. I think as human beings, we always need something to move towards, right? And so that was fun.
That was the goal. It was a good
Yeah.
goal to work towards. And then now we're like, okay, what's the next goal?
What's the next goal?
What's next?
Yeah.
I think, well, I love the way that Attilio was coordinating with the chair in this. I
Yeah.
think dancing would be amazing, like maybe ballroom dancing or
We're going to
something.
be on Dancing with the local radio DJs, because we're not. I don't know if we'll make Dancing with Stars, but
Yeah.
we'll start a show, Dancing with Realtors.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Great idea.
Going to be on. Oh, I might make it to Olelo.
Mhm.
All right.
So back to you, Gina. So you have had a very interesting path from years of flying around the world to now helping people heal on an energetic level.
Mhm.
What inspired that shift?
Yeah.
Well, it was not a conscious choice. I
Mhm.
actually in 2020 had my whole life come crumbling down around me.
Yeah.
And yeah, like because I am your cousin, but
Sure.
I had finally built the courage up to tell my husband I wanted a divorce. And then 4 days later, I found out I
Wow.
had cancer.
Mm. Wow.
And yeah, it was really tough emotionally. It hit me so hard. And what I did was I went to Mexico to seek holistic integrative treatment, and that's where I was opened up to energy medicine and how
Yeah.
all of the many facets of healing that we don't talk about here in the United States. So I
Yeah.
was really blown open. And then I came home, separated from my ex-husband, and then in 6 months' time, I left my career because I
Mm.
had an opportunity. They were offering early outs and early retirements, and
Yeah.
I saw it as an opportunity to try something new. I didn't know what I would do for work, so that's how I got down this path. And then you can imagine when your
Yeah.
world falls apart, you wonder, who am I? And so I
Yeah.
went
Mhm.
into a deep depression, and that led me to an email that led me to another email, which brought me to the book The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. And that is where I understood why I was having trouble in my relationships. It was because
Hmm.
I had a heart wall with my ex-husband. So I started doing healing work for myself, and my practitioner encouraged me to become certified. So I'm
Yes.
really happy I did. And I've stayed on the path. I've gotten the emotion code, the body code, and belief code, all of Dr. Nelson's modalities I'm certified in.
Yeah.
And there's 15,000 of his certified practitioners in the world, only 15,000. And there
Oh,
are
wow.
maybe 5 of us in Hawaii. So there's not a
Okay.
lot of us. And I can't wait to get the word out so more people understand the importance of emotional healing.
Well, people, they're hearing your story, and I know that, uh, the most powerful sound in the world is the human voice, and what makes that human voice extremely powerful and compelling is the story. And
Mhm.
so, thank you for being vulnerable and authentic with us and sharing your story, because
And that's a lot.
you,
That's a lot to happen in 1 year's time.
I
Like
guarantee
that's
you, there
just
are
so
people
much.
listening to your voice,
Yes.
listening to your story, where this resonates deeply with them. And they're asking themselves the same question: what are the solutions? How do I get out of this? What's a different pathway that I can choose? Because you said something earlier. We are very limited in our Western healthcare, and I've often heard it called sick care, because a lot of our Western medicine is only to prescribing drugs and treating you when things are going off the deep end. But it reminds me, you're kind of like the Chinese village doctor, because, or maybe you can be, because back in ancient Chinese villages, the doctor only, so you should have a whole bunch of subscribers that are going to do this thing, and you're going to open up your Chinese village to the whole world, which you have via the internet. But you know how the Chinese doctor got paid? They only got paid when everybody in the village was healthy.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so what do you think they were motivated to do? Make sure everybody was healthy. So talk about
Well,
and
like
when
you talked about modalities, and
yes,
you're
what is
mentioning
that?
these emotion code, body code, belief code. Like just give it to us in everyday language. Just
Yeah,
break it down
unpack.
for us.
I like this phrase from other podcasts. Could you unpack that for us?
Sure, I can
Yeah.
unpack it. And I can
Yeah.
unpack it in your ideal words. So your
Yeah.
body is like a house.
Mm-hmm.
Body's like a
Mhm.
house, and the emotion code basically is unpacking or removing all of the junk boxes that you have kept in the closet for way too long. I help remove all of those trapped energies. And then the body code is checking the foundations, make sure the wiring is good. And then the belief code is where we get to open the windows and let some fresh, clean things go into our minds and rewire our subconscious mind.
Yeah. And I've noticed what's happening in the, I don't know what industry you would call it, the health industry, the well-being industry, the mindful industry, maybe it's all those things wrapped up.
Wellness.
Wellness
Yes.
Wellness.
is that
All encompassing.
things are shifting and changing, because one of the things I noticed in the alcohol industry, these kids are doing dry Januaries. Back in the day when I was a kid, it was like get hammered January. And now these kids are doing dry Januaries, and it's really affecting the alcohol industry, because these young kids are saying, hey, how does this serve me, and how long can I go without doing this to my body? So I think I'm seeing more, even with the younger people, especially with the older people, when we have income and we have success, we start really, and that's what Adrienne and I have done, is really focusing on health. That leads us into this next question. We've heard you mention that sometimes emotions we carry aren't even ours and they can be inherited. So let's talk about that. Can you talk about the generational trauma and how healing that can shift entire family patterns? Because this is that time of year where we get to go experience all the drama at Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
How do we get rid of that? We just want to have turkey and enjoy.
And pie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what I learned studying these modalities is Dr. Nelson identifies 6 different types of trapped emotions. The ones that we experience in this lifetime, and then there's absorbed emotions, like when you go to Safeway and the clerk is just irritating and angry at you, and you can absorb that energy, can absorb his anger. And then there's inherited emotions, which we get from our parents. So we can actually start to bring in that trauma energy when our parents and their parents and their parents and their parents, we can go way back. Like this information is in our subconscious mind. It's super cool to identify what the root causes of our problems are. But these inherited emotions can affect
like in your
us.
DNA, right?
Yes.
It's in that DNA. Yep.
Yes. And then it's interesting because some kids your offspring can get an emotion, some don't. So it's interesting to see like the cause of it and how that plays out. But besides the inherited emotions, which cause that trauma energy, there's shared emotions. Like during the pandemic, we all felt lack of control, fear, uncertainty. So those we can actually share. And I'll save a story for later. But
we like stories.
Yes, I love stories too. And then there's past life emotions. So we are here on this planet to learn lessons and grow. And so we bring in this element of the lessons or the emotions that are ready to heal and clear. Oh, one more emotion is the prenatal emotion. So when we're pregnant as women, carrying the baby, the babies start to absorb the emotions of their mom, their dad, their environment. And that can cause some big problems carrying into adulthood. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, because you think about it, when the baby is in the womb, all of everything that they're receiving is coming through the mom.
Yeah.
Right. And so you have like nutrients, you have feelings, you have thoughts. All of my kids, we played classical music. So when they were in Regina's tummy, when they were breastfeeding, and when they were young, we played classical music. So for me, like my alarm is this one Beethoven song, and that's what I wake up to, and then I trigger that memory of my kids. And I don't know if you dads do it out there, but I highly encourage it. I used to talk to my kids in the tummy all the time. Yeah. With encouragement and love and kindness and stuff. So hopefully, I didn't know at that time. I was a young dad. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, this must be good.
When I was pregnant, I was in the Army. And they wanted me to
They were having her do push-ups.
But that was fine. Yeah. I think exercise is healthy. Yeah. However, they wanted me to go to the range, and I was like, no. Yeah. And
when she was pregnant.
I was showing, like, number one, I'm not laying on my stomach. Number two, my child is going to have this is like a very loud noise.
Yeah. Triggers.
And so I just was like, no. And I don't care if I get in trouble for it. I'm not going. And I just disobeyed the orders. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to the range. Yeah. Like, as a mom, I just knew, like, this is not going to be a good thing for my unborn child. Yeah. So
that's awesome that you stood up for your rights, and you're, so good.
All right. So we have that prenatal experience. We have past traumas. We have inherited past lives. We have one more question. Go.
Well, it's what we talked about, the stories. You work with a lot of clients. Are there any transformations or stories that really stand out to you
that you want to share?
Well, so many, because when I got on this path, I really didn't understand energy medicine. I had never experienced it until I went to Mexico. So what I was open to was possibility. And Dr. Nelson doesn't really go into the religious or spiritual aspects of how this modality works if you choose to read the emotion code. But what I did learn through my own experience, because in the certification I had to work with people remotely, like I don't see them, I'm just connecting to them, and it just sounded so like whoa, like woo woo, like how does this work, right? So
Yeah.
my first session with someone on the East Coast, we were scheduled to meet. Then he had to go to a birthday party. So I said, okay, let's try this remotely. I don't know the guy at all. So when I started finding the things like that were happening to him, and I can also calculate the ages, like the situation, the events that were taking place. I can tap into all of that. And so when I started to like work with him, and I kept going, no, no, no. I just was denying it. Like, no, this can't be true. And so when I finally send him the notes, because I send everyone the notes, what I find after, and then he
Like a recap.
responded. Yeah. And then he responded back. I was like, please tell me I was wrong, about this. And then he responded back that when he was like 3 years old, which was the time I was finding this out. And it's amazing that he remembered 3 years old. That he was molested or sexually abused in his church, which was not a church. He said it was a cult. Like he was in a cult, and he was being abused. And that just hurt my heart so much, but it also was like, wow, I can't believe that I was accurate. Yay.
You picked
Yay for
you picked
releasing
up on
that
it.
stuff.
Yes.
We had an awesome opportunity to hang out with Deepak Chopra. It was a meditation retreat on Maui. We were there. How many days was it?
I think it was like 5 days.
It was 5 days. It was really cool because there was probably 300-400 people.
It was pretty small. I think it was 300.
Yeah, it was like 300 people. It had all meals were included, vegan meals. They had these travel yoga mats they gave us gifts. We did yoga every day. We did meditations every day. And prior to that, I mean, I'm not a person that meditates and stuff, but he had literally everybody in that room meditating for 45 minutes straight. And, in this day and age with this society and our ability to not focus and pay attention, there should have only been 45 years, let alone 45 minutes. But what he talked about, to connect the dots to what you're sharing with connecting with another human being halfway around the world or wherever they may be via the internet, he talked about quantum physics. And this is for our cerebral listeners, like, this is that Oprah Winfrey woo-woo stuff. I'm just going to tune out. But for you cerebral what's cool is you can just pop this stuff into ChatGPT and give I remember it, I understood the concept, but how do I articulate it in this moment for our highly logical people? Here we go. In quantum physics, two particles that become entangled remain connected no matter how far apart they are. Change one, the other responds instantly. Human connection analogy. When you are deeply connected with someone, partner, teammate, client, your thoughts, energy, and emotions influence each other, even when you are not physically together. And this is coming from quantum physics. So they call it's the
quantum entanglement.
Quantum entanglement for you science people, so we can connect the dots between the woo-woo and the science. And that I think the main connection between these 2 points is that as an individual, we should remain open-minded. Open-minded to what Gina is sharing with us today.
Speaking of being open-minded and remaining open-minded and being curious, how can anybody that's listening to our show or watching on various platforms, like how can they connect with you, Gina?
Yeah, besides just like quantum entanglement, like sending a message through that.
Like how can they work with you? How can they find out more information?
In the everyday mundane technology, how can they reach out to you?
Awesome. Yeah. So besides doing energy healing, I also combine that with coaching, because it's subconscious and conscious work. So it's deep transformation. And so my website is called reinventmidlife.com. And you can also find me on IG at reinventmidlife.
Reinvent midlife. And I think that's an appropriate time in people's lives, because it seems like whatever is going on in someone's life, or maybe the lack thereof, we always especially during the pandemic, they call it the existential crisis. We're asking ourselves, like, why am I here? What is my purpose? And so you're going to help them with that.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Gina. Thank you for being our guest. And it's
always
did you
nice
write a
book?
book?
Or are you going to write a book? You did.
Let's talk about
Rising.
Yeah.
Your guidance for spiritual awakening. So
All
sometimes
right.
when
And
we have a breakdown, it's really a breakthrough. So this
yeah.
was my opportunity to share my spiritual awakening with everyone. And you can get it at Amazon.
All right. Wait,
Yeah.
hold the book up one more time.
Okay.
Soul Rising on Amazon.
Soul Rising. Guidance.
And then on Instagram at Reinvent Midlife.
Nice.
So connect with Gina there and
send me a message. Tell me you're listening.
we want to hear more stories of connection and growth.
Hey, are you going to make it to our Pi Day by any chance? It's next week, Tuesday.
I might. Yes,
Okay.
I saw the email, but I haven't RSVP'd yet.
Yeah, RSVP come.
Because
We're gonna have
Miss
our Pi
gave
Day.
birth early. She was supposed to give birth next week.
I was talking with John. See, this is how you guys got to hear on our show because we're cousins. We talking story. We catching up. But anyway.
Yeah.
Well, we hope to see you at Pi Day.
Yes.
And if not, then we will see you at another family event.
Oh, definitely your dad's birthday next month.
Oh yeah. If you guys didn't, all our listeners, they're like waiting at the radio, listening to when is my dad's birthday. He's be turning 80. Honolulu Fire Department, retired fire chief, 35 years with the HFD. Attilio K. Leonardi is going to be turning 80, and we're going to be celebrating that. And so if you got one invitation, you're welcome. And if you never, hey, no come. Well, you can bring one envelope. You can drop one envelope off. But anyway. All right. Thanks, Gina.
Thank you, Gina.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Aloha. All right. And we'll let you get back to out there. Thank you so much.
All right. So we do have a couple more minutes. So again, I want to talk about our Pi Party. We're going to be raising awareness and money and gifts for the Laulima Giving Program.
Yes.
And then also we've got the Brave Hawaii event that's going to be taking place on November 29th.
Yeah, at Veterans.
At the AMVET Center, right by the Kapalina Beach Homes.
Out there in Eva Beach.
Lots of fun. We've got
bull riding, singing, entertainment.
Line dancing.
Look for the Team Lally tent because there's going to be a QR code right there on the table. If you scan it, you can enter to subscribe to one of our newsletters. And if you're over the age of 21, you'll be entered into a drawing for a 3-night stay in Las Vegas in one of our condotels. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you about this condotel. It's at the Platinum Hotel Resort. And it has, we have one unit, depending on which one you get in.
Like a mountain view.
Mountain view. One's got a sphere view, but you can walk through the sphere. You can walk through the horseshoe, walk through the strip.
Full kitchen.
Nice. The Top Golf is right across the street. The F1 Racing Center is right down the way. So it's in the epicenter. No casinos, no smoking. They got a gym, but they do serve breakfast. Mm-hmm. And it's a really nice place.
Nice
full kitchen.
Pool, hot tub.
Full kitchen.
Yes.
So if you want to have a nice paina and get together.
You can go to teamlally.com/Las Vegas if you want to book.
Out.
But yeah, we'll be giving away a free stay there.
All right.
So come join us at the Brave Hawaii event.
And let's wrap up
Saturday,
another show.
Yes, November 29th. Well, thank you for listening. And thank you to our sponsors.
Bradley with Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson with Fine Line Paintworks.
Anthea of Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney Law.
Rhino of Hawaii Unified.
Janice with Dreamhouse Drafting.
Fabio of Hawaii Water Damage Restoration.
Kyle with Impact Wealth.
Ryan of Cleanscape.
Benji with Hawaii Referral Agent.
Danny of DHA Financial Mortgage.
Joseph with Keymasters Locksmiths of Hawaii.
Christopher of Falcon Services.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, all you got to do is go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Sheen, our producer.
Chee-hoo!
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life.
Forever, this is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed
Sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.